Hey, first of all, let's have a big hand for Sam Allen. What an exceptional way to start a program. Musical interlude we had here. But we got a great day here for this event. A little bit of cool weather here, a little bit of a front having come through. Celebrating the 126th birthday, which actually was in July, but it's too hot in July. You don't want to be out here then. And you might say, why didn't we celebrate the 125th? And Shirley explained that to me. Had some kind of little event going on here. What the heck was it? Oh, the RNC. They bumped us. Hard to believe. But welcome to a celebration of the City of Tampa's history with our mayors. And we're here to honor our current and former mayors as part of the celebration of the 126th anniversary. And a special afternoon is planned, as you're going to hear from our mayor and city clerk that we had this morning on the radio, as well as local historian Rodney Kite Powell, who knows all about this city. And also on display in the mascot room are portraits of the current and 5 previous Tampa mayors. And this is by Tampa Photo Laureate Rick Savitt, as well as an exhibit on all the mayors. And we've had a bunch, and 5 of them are here with us. Current mayor Bob Buckhorn. Let's see, he and Sandy are the only ones that aren't in the dark suits. I don't know what that means. We also have former Mayor Dick Greco, Mayor Sandy Freedman, Mayor and Governor Bob Martinez, and Mayor Bill Poe. The City of Tampa staff has prepared a fantastic book. It's called The Mayors of Tampa. Take a look at this thing. This is great, from the front cover on through. And you can check this out and see how timely and really how timeless the mayor's portraits are and are going to be. Some interesting facts, by the way. We've had a total of 58 mayors in those 126 years. We had 4 mayors in 1974, starting right here. Dick Greco served longer than any other mayor, a total of 14 and a half years of service. He made the rounds twice, so much fun he did it again. Bob Martinez, the only Tampa mayor who went on to be elected as Florida's governor. Sandy Freedman was the first female elected mayor of Tampa. Groundbreaking. 25 mayors also had served on city council. 5 mayors had served as city employees. 3 of our mayors died while in office, including the first mayor ever of Tampa, Joseph Lancaster, back in he was the first. But they've got all kinds of details on things like that here in the book. But right now, to give us a brief City of Tampa history, the Saunders Foundation Curator of History at the Tampa Bay History Center, and a guy who's got a great job, Rodney Kite Powell. Come on down, Rodney.
Thank you, Jack, and thank you, mayors, past and present. I'm going to talk to you today, as Jack said, a little history of the City of Tampa to give you guys kind of a background on the kind of city these folks have run in the past and are currently running. As Jack mentioned, the first mayor was Judge Lancaster. He was elected in a tight race between him and Dick Greco in 1855. Sorry, Dick. Had to do it. He did die in office after less than a year in office. And the Tampa of 1855 clearly is different than the Tampa of today. But we are standing really in the core of that Tampa, though. The first city map was created in 1847. Let's just say the first legitimate city map was created in 1847, and it included this very block. The subsequent map of 1853, which is still used to this day on land transactions in the city of Tampa and downtown, again includes this block that we're on right now. And again, The city of 1855 was very, very small. 1856 was very, very small, amounted to less than 700 people. But things were actually looking up. We had just endured two Seminole wars. Just to the south of here would have been Fort Brooke, which was active at that time. And but those wars were past us, and there was even word that the railroad would be coming to Tampa very soon, and so that would, of course, have brought all manner of economic benefits to the area. The cattle industry, which was very, very strong in Tampa in the 19th and early 20th centuries, was just starting, and trade between Tampa and Cuba with the cattle was just gaining some traction. But a little thing happened kind of on the way to prosperity, and that was the Civil War. And we have another little bit of mayor trivia. In 1862, a man named John Jackson, who actually was the person who did those first maps of Tampa, was elected mayor, and he has the distinction of the shortest term of office, and it's 19 days. So he was elected in February of 1862, and then the Confederate commander of Fort Brooke, 19 days later, declared martial law, and basically city government came to an end throughout the Civil War. The Civil War, of course, was quite devastating, not only to the country, but to the Tampa area. And after the war, Tampa was occupied by Union troops. In 1869, a man named John T. Leslie, who grew up in Hernando County as a young man, then moved to Tampa as a teenager with his family, and then later served in the Confederate Army as a captain, ran for mayor. And his one campaign promise was if he was elected mayor, he would abolish the city of Tampa. And he was overwhelmingly elected. And there are a variety of reasons for his election, primarily city taxes, which people didn't want to pay. There was no money to pay those taxes, but also there was a reorganization law that was passed by the state legislature, which was controlled by kind of former Unionists and Republicans and former slaves even, that would have dictated the reorganization of cities. And the people of Tampa did not want to deal with that, so they thought, we'll just won't deal with it at all, we won't be a city at all. And that's exactly what happened. There was a town government that was formed in the 1870s, and finally in the 1880s, 1887 to be exact, the second incorporation of the city in Tampa occurred. Now in the meantime, a lot of growth was happening. In the 1880s, we had the big three that finally came to be. The railroad, which arrived in 1884, the cigar industry, which came the following year, and the thing that we don't talk about as much as we probably should, and predates really both of those, was the phosphate industry. Still probably the most important industry that we have as far as the port today. That also occurred in the 1880s. And so those three things not only prompted the organization of the city government, but prompted an incredible increase in population. In 1880, the population of the town of Tampa was 720. In 1890, the population of the city of Tampa, which included downtown Tampa that we know today, Hyde Park, Tampa Heights, and Ybor City, was over 5,500 people. So tremendous growth in just 10 years, and really the last 5 years of that decade, because of the cigar industry, the railroad, and phosphate. Growth came tremendously fast after that. A man named Herman Glogowski, the first Jewish mayor of Tampa, laid the cornerstone for the Tampa Bay Hotel, now the University of Tampa. Little odd tidbit, no one knows where the cornerstone is at the University of Tampa, but if someone could find it, that would be great. We actually have the trowel in the History Center's collection that was used to lay that cornerstone. We just don't know where the cornerstone on the building is. And but that kind of growth continued, and so you have population increases in the kind of 100% range every 10 years, with every 10-year census, all the way through the 1920s in the land boom. Following the Depression, which followed the land boom, you had another huge boom caused by World War II, and then the post-war boom. And that's really where these folks start coming into play, particularly, again, not to make fun of anybody, but we have Mayor Poe and Mayor Greco, who took us into those post-war years in the 1960s, following all the way through kind of up the dais to today. One thing we mentioned that the 126th anniversary, I guess we're celebrating right now, of the incorporation of the city. I was on Bayshore Boulevard for the 100th birthday of Tampa, standing next to Mayor Freedman. I was 13 years old, and I thought to myself, wow, I'm as tall as the mayor. And thought that was kind of interesting, but there was a beautiful birthday cake that she cut up and served to people, and it was a fantastic event. And it's something that it's always fun to be able to look at those kind of events, look at events like this, and look back at our history, and really see how far we've come as a city. And really, we have come, obviously, incredibly far, not only to have had a Jewish mayor in our past, but Latin mayors, Hispanic mayors, Irish mayors, exactly. I don't want to forget the Irish. And by the way, another thing, I'm full of trivia today. I learned what Mayor Buckhorn's code name is on MacDill Air Force Base. I'm not going to tell you because it's a secret, but it's a quite interesting name. And so maybe he'll tell you later. But we have had come tremendous ways with diversity along with city council and with mayors, and it's really a testament to our past that we've had such a great present and hopefully such a wonderful future. So thank you all very much, and it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Rodney, they look in the corner of the building? By the way, his nickname is Historian Butt Kicker. I don't know if you are aware of that. No, I think if there's anybody, he's the only guy in the whole building here that doesn't know it's swagger. For sure. Incidentally, another thing, when you consider this, and I've thought about this many, many times, we are part of the 19th largest metro in America. That's when you take Hillsborough County, Pasco County, and Pinellas County and put them together. The 19th largest market in America. And yet, as a city, we're the 52nd largest city. And you talk about overachievers. The 52nd largest city in America has hosted 4 Super Bowls, getting ready to host another one in the next 2 or 3 years, getting ready to host an NCAA championship, probably the second game or the third or fourth maybe, has hosted a Republican National Convention, and after outdoing, competing against Dubai and London, is hosting America's first Bollywood Awards. I think you might call the 52nd largest city in America an overachiever for sure. And you can thank these people up here who have built this city into the overachiever that it is. And it's great to be a part of it. Shirley Fox Knowles, the city clerk who joined us this morning on the radio, and we appreciate that, will now give us some background on the Mayors of Tampa book. This book right here, pardon me. Shirley, come on down.
Good afternoon. We are very happy to celebrate more than 125 years of the City of Tampa's rich history with our mayors. We did not want to miss the opportunity to showcase our city and its leaders over the many years. Several years ago, our then archivist, Craig Tuttle, was asked to do research and gather information about the history of Tampa, and specifically the mayors of Tampa, for the city's website. He did. There was so much good information, we thought it should be turned into a book. We thought it would be great for anyone interested in Tampa's history, including our local historians. We also thought it would be a great tool for schools and libraries. Included in the book are the biographies of the mayors with their occupations and other interesting facts. As Jack Harris noted already, did you know that one year the City of Tampa had 4 mayors? Yes, that's right. Read all about it. Aside from Craig Tuttle, there were many others to thank for their wonderful work on this book. Thanks to Halsey Pelt for his initial formatting and design, and more recently, we thank Jennifer Dietz, the Archives and Records Manager, for her great work at copy editing and additional research. Thanks also to Jeremy Rex, lead graphic artist, for his fantastic graphic design, and thanks to his boss, Allie Glisson, for getting the book published. We would also like to express our appreciation for Rodney Kite Powell, Saunders Foundation Curator of History for the Tampa Bay History Center, for his outstanding assistance with historical content. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge the Office of the City Clerk, the Public Affairs Division, and the Office of the Mayor for their invaluable assistance and support of this publication, documenting the City of Tampa's history through its mayors. With that, we are very happy to present the Mayors of Tampa, highlighting all of the mayors from our first Mayor, Joseph Lancaster, to our current Mayor, Bob Buckhorn. You should all have a book that was passed out by the Mayor's Youth Corps. If not, you can get the book in Old City Hall near the mascot room. I would like to take a moment to recognize our city celebration team. If you're here, please give a shout out. And I would like to recognize you, the staff and citizens of Tampa. Thank you. You made it all worthwhile, and we didn't want to miss this occasion to celebrate our city's history. Now, there are two things that cannot be replaced: time after it is gone, and the occasion after it is missed. Now is the time. A celebration of the City of Tampa's more than 125-year history with our mayors is the occasion. Thank you and enjoy the book.
Thank you, Shirley. And that is so true. By the way, I know some folks get that feeling it might get ready to rain. We do have backup rain plan should it start. That would be that everybody gets wet. So we won't worry about that at all. By the way, I also notice these buzzards are awfully close up here. I don't know what that means. Mayor Bob Buckhorn is in his second year as Tampa's mayor, served 2 terms on Tampa City Council, former city employee, as special assistant to Mayor Sandy Freedman. Mayor Buckhorn is the only former city employee to be mayor that wasn't a city clerk or a city marshal. A little trivia right there. And I would like to, at this time, welcome Mayor Bob Buckhorn, better known to his compatriots out at MacDill Air Force Base as Swagger. Here he is.
To all of you, thank you for being here. Let me do a couple things first. I see a lot of former elected officials and current elected officials that are here today to celebrate with us. Some are from the state level, like Representative Dana Young. Some are representative of the federal level, like Marco Rubio. Others are some of our city council members, both current and former. Would all of you all stand up? I see Rudy Fernandez back there in the back. Yeah. I see Jay Salcinez. I see Chloe Coney representing Congresswoman Castor's office. The other group that I'd like to recognize, and the group that I think really made everything that we accomplished during our time as mayors possible, are the city employees. I look around and I see probably 3 and 4 generations of city employees that are here today that came back for this event to see the mayor that they served with, to see the mayor that they were friends with, to see the mayor whose campaign they worked on, to see the mayor that they believed in. I can tell you with a great deal of certainty, speaking on behalf of all of the mayors that are here today, there is nothing that we did or could possibly do were it not for all of you. You were the ones that get up every day and make this city work. You were the ones that make this city shine. You were the ones that make us look good. And we are forever grateful for your service, for your sacrifice. Many of you have jobs that are dangerous. Some of you have jobs that are dirty, but you get up every day without complaint and you go get it done and you make this city a better place because of it. Thank you for making us look good. You know, I'll bet there aren't many cities in the country that have 6 living mayors. We got together earlier this year to celebrate what I think will be the culmination of a great project. that started with Mayor Poe and that will hopefully end with me. 6 mayors in the making, 40 years in the works. The completion of the Riverwalk that will transform downtown Tampa was the work of every mayor that is here today. Every mayor played a role in that. Every city council played a role in that. But that is just one of dozens of things that we now enjoy, that we now celebrate, that provided the building blocks for us to move forward. I can tell you in no uncertain terms, I wouldn't be successful but for the fact that I stand on the shoulders of every one of these mayors that came before me, including Mayor Iorio, who's not here today. The only reason that this city is positioned right now as one of the most exciting places in America, a place that everyone wants to be, a place that everyone is talking about, is because of the work of the mayors that came before me. It's not me, it's them. I'm just the beneficiary of their hard work, and we're going to take the work that they did and take it to the next level and make the next mayor be able to stand up here 4 or 5 years from now and say thank you to the mayors that came before him or her. This is why this city works. It's because of relationships like this. We've all worked with each other. Some of us have worked for each other. We've competed with each other. We've succeeded together. We've shared in failures and shared in tough times. But we never stop believing in the capacity of this city to be great. Because each of the mayors that are here today ran for office because they thought they could contribute, they thought they could make a difference, and each of them did in their own special way. Each of us was elected at the right time. I say that having lost. But it was the right decision by the voters at the right time. Each of us got up to try and leave this city in better shape than it was given to us. For our kids, for our grandkids, for our great-grandkids. We are lucky to have had mayors like this, and I promise you, the best is yet to come. The voters have a unique ability to choose. They've chosen great mayors in years past, and I'm confident that they will choose great mayors in years future. Thank you for celebrating with us. Thank you for honoring this city's birthday. Thank you for making a difference every day in the lives of this community. Let's not let up now. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. Our best years are still ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Swigert. I don't know if we got a scoop out here or not. I heard you say when the next mayor's up here in 4 or 5 years, and I'm thinking, what are you going to resign and become commander of MacDill or what?
I'll be done, Jack.
At this time, we are going to have a music program from the City of Tampa Gospel Choir, which is made up entirely of City of Tampa employees. And here they are.
Praise the Lord,
Well, as you can see, if you want to work for the City of Tampa, I've always wondered about some of those ads they posted looking for a soprano or an alto. Now we can all understand it. By the way, we do want to offer some special thanks to people that have been so important in this. CTTV, that the mayors and I have had a chance to work with, currently with Mayor Buckhorn, now with the Mayor's Hour, that I've been blessed since Mayor Greco put me on that team some time ago. But these guys are unbelievable, Mindy Snyder and Mark Flynn, but their staff is among the best TV bunches you'll find anywhere in the country. They are so efficient, so good. It's unbelievable, and I've worked with a lot of TV groups, and I can tell you that. Public Arts with Robin Nye, Melissa LeBaron, and the Archives and Records Division of the City Clerk's Office was Jennifer Dietz and staff. The Neighborhood Enhancement Team, Mireille Holmes and Carla Jackson. The Mayor's Youth Corps and its leader, Becky Heimstead. The City Clerk staff members, including Sandy Marshall and Lelia Blevins. Mary Bryan of the great City Council staff. The building maintenance staff and the Parks and Recreation staff. And looking up this building, we're so lucky to have these two together, the past and the present and future right here, and having the old City Hall and the new one. I remember first time down here in 1971, I'd been here about a year coming down to see Mayor Greco in his office up in the old building up here. And it's great that we could preserve it and continue to use it. The Tampa Bay History Center, of course, for their exhibit, and the Greater Florida Lego Users Group, and that's all part of an exhibit right now. And of course, the City of Tampa Gospel Choir with Director Steve Marshall and Coordinator Regina Locke-DePass. And saxophonist Sam Allen, our city saxophonist. Now, there are a few more things here. First of all, we're going to have cake and refreshments are going to be available in the mascot room. So that's coming up next year. And while you're there, obviously take a look at the mayor's portraits and the exhibit, and get your photo taken at the City Hall Lego exhibit from the Greater Florida Lego Users Group. And of course, check out the Tampa Bay History Center's exhibit, which is also in there. But again, thank you very much for being a part of this historic occasion. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.